Yes, you read that right, people. He turned $228 into $228,000 in less than 12 months with MWR Financial. So I want you guys to take 15 minutes and listen to my personal coach and mentor, Mr. Brian Beane himself. He's going to explain to you, A, what MWR Financial is all about, B, what the Extra Digit Movement is all about, which is the organization that he founded to bring financial literacy to our respective communities using MWR Financial as the catalyst. It's a game changer. And if you stick around to the end of this video, you're also going to get to hear some live testimonials of how it's working for other people, because it's not just him. When I tell you, he's got a unique approach to marketing and promoting this business opportunity is like none other. You want to join this organization if you're looking for a way to make an extra income from home. So let Mr. Brian Beane take it away.
Now, I want you guys to think about this. If that COVID era didn't show you anything else, did it at least show you that you need to have something outside of the norm just in case we are quarantined? Make some money from home. You're on lockdown for another, let's say, 60 days. Make some money from home. Use the internet and these platforms and find a product or service that the world needs, and you get on a Zoom or a webinar like this and let us help you make some money from home. See, here's the problem with everybody. You have a social security number already. You were actually born an entrepreneur. You were already given the digits you need to be an entrepreneur. But you got to find a product or service that you believe in. So, after earning 7 figures from home over the past 22 years, you know what happened to my first couple? I lost my first million. Nobody showed me the things I'm about to show you. And we're gonna pull the curtain back tonight on capitalism and show you why if you just focus for a hot second on your own money and stop giving all your money away, your own money's gonna make you wealthy. The first thing that robs you is taxes, okay? Your taxes will rob you blind. Until you get a handle on the things that are robbing you of your money, you'll keep giving too much of your money away to the following 4 things. Here's what I want everybody to understand before I show you this. There's a big difference between income and cash flow. We show you how to get your cash flow up. You don't have to make an extra dime. The money that you're currently losing to these 4 things, if it was in your pocket, you would be a millionaire instead of these 4 entities being trillionaires. Let me say this again. If the money you were giving away was in your pocket, you would be a multimillionaire instead of these industries being trillionaires. Now, what does this mean? Well, the first thing you got to do is stop giving the government all your money. Property taxes, sales taxes, ad valorem taxes, state taxes, federal taxes. If you name it, it's taxed. So what this really means, guys, is you work for the government. If 30% of your money is off the top and goes to the government before you see it, you work for the government for 1/3 of the year. So from January to April, you work for the federal government. Now, why is that important? Well, because taxes end up starting your debt cycle. Look, once you get this, you're gonna find wealth. If you make $50,000 a year, and the government takes $18,000. That means you take home $32,000. But what we do is, to get the $18,000 back, they give us a student loan. To get the $18,000 back, they give us a car note. To give us $18,000 back, they give us a mortgage and credit cards. You're constantly trying to get back to the 50 because they took the 18. So just the taxes and debt alone, if that money was back in your household, how much more money would you have? Here's a question for you, and only you have to answer it to yourself. How much more money would you have if your debt was 0? I give you another challenge. I want you to look at this. Because we struggle, most Americans struggle every single week, every single month. We then have to go out and buy something to make us feel better. Now, big business is right there with their hands out going, we got the new car, we got the new Lexus, we got the new purse, we got the new, ladies, we got the new bag, fellas, we got the new shoes. So now they out there with their hands looking like cups, because you got to go to them now to feel better about the fact that you finally got a bonus. You finally got some extra money. We don't say, you know what? let me take my bonus and put it somewhere where I can get 10, 12, 30, 40%. That's what we do in Making Wealth Real. We take the money back away from those who took it from us. We put that in high interest bearing accounts. Now money works for us instead of us working for money. Making Wealth Real Financial is the first and only company giving everybody a complete makeover. A complete financial makeover. Here's the key. We have experts that are doing the work for you in 3 areas. Let me say this again. This is not some educational course you're interested in. This is not something where the person who introduced you is going to show you how to do something. We are the bridge between you and your finances. The experts at Making Wealth Real, consulting firms, multi-million-dollar industries, have consulting firms that can take you to your money, and you just go through MWR and you get paid. So how many times are you going to let industries pass you by when you got the first company in front of you right now that's introducing the financial makeover? Everybody does it with weight loss. Everybody does it with makeup. What's your before and after picture gonna look like with your money? When I was broke, I was the before, and my before looked the same. Then my before looked the same. There was no after. I was broke before, I was broke before that, I was broke before that, and I was broke before that. So I had before. What's your after gonna look like? Let's break it down. Let me show you how to get you a nice after photo when it comes to your finances. When I graduated from Morehouse, this is my paycheck, right? Back then it wasn't Bank of America, it was called Nations Bank. You see? Boom, 1997. When you making $975 every 2 weeks, way back in 1997, wasn't nothing wrong with that. But by the time I paid my car note, by the time I paid my mortgage, then you know student loans waiting on you as soon as you graduate. And by the time I paid back all the friends I had to borrow money from, I didn't have nothing. So that's every 2 weeks. Now with Making Wealth Real Financial, every single day at 5 o'clock, I earn what they were giving me every 2 weeks. I earn that now in 2 days. 500 today, 500 yesterday, 500 the day before, 500 the day before, 500 the day before, 500 Friday, 500 Thursday, 500 Wednesday, 500 Tuesday, 500 Monday. I make more now in 2 days than my job was paying me in 2 weeks. This is one of the 10 ways that we get paid. I now can open up my account and see every day. This is when I first started about a year and a half ago. I turned a $228 investment into $12,000 my first month. So my first check here was $28. My second check was $38. Then $470. Then $330. See, the word got out. So now we got a home-based business where experts are helping people get their money back, the money that you're currently losing. Now you mean to tell me you can make some money from home by showing people how to manage or get their own money back from those big entities? Brian, what's the catch? Write this down. The catch is you. The catch is you. Because our negotiators, our enrolled agents, our financial advisors are going to help you get your money back from the big three. That's what our tax professionals do. You dial our 800 number. They look at your new home-based business with Making Wealth Real. They show you how to get all these tax deductions. You ask them all the tax questions you want. They adjust your W-4 and your business and your membership pays for itself. Let me give you guys a real example of me. This is my real savings scenario. The negotiators helped me save $493 on one bill per year. That's my ADT security. $660 on my DirecTV bill. They renegotiated that for me. $276 on my Xfinity bill. They renegotiated that for me. Look, this isn't even the taxes. These are my monthly expenses. Now, here's my question for you guys. If you have a membership where everybody in your family can save money, and our experts are going to show you how, Why wouldn't you want to talk about it so we can take the difference that we're saving, invest it, and get wealth? All right, before I get out of here, let's talk about growing money. You do realize that money's supposed to work for you and you're not supposed to work for money. What about putting yourself in a position to become the bank through a private reserve account that allows you to borrow money from yourself and pay yourself back on your own terms? What about land banking, where we're in on the early stages of what's being called the next Silicon Valley in Antelope Valley, California? Go do your research. It's called Green Energy Valley as its nickname. When you have NASA, the Olympics in 7 years, Warren Buffett putting $2.5 billion in Antelope Valley, California, the Armed Forces building 6,000 jobs in Antelope Valley, California, and we're purchasing land wholesale through our financial advisors and the firm that we have who's done all the market research on the growth, and you get a chance to get a deed, and then when the Olympics and Warren Buffett and these guys come, they have to purchase the parcels that we own for the value that it is at that time, not this time. Guys, that's how you make your money grow. You mean to tell me Making Wealth Real is in partnership with experts who have houses that we can fix and flip, and you get a percentage return, a high rate of return when you partner up with other Making Wealth Real associates and become what's called a capital contributor and make your money grow in real estate? That's a beta test we just launched 90 days ago. This is all I want to tell you. If you don't want to make money, save money, or grow money, this is not the webinar for you. But if you want 4 different avenues of income, daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, if you want the experts to help you get your own money back from the government, the banks, and big business, if you want to show people how you got all this new cash flow coming in and you want to get paid for doing it, and then we can take the money from the savings and the make and go grow it in real estate, land, and private banking, then this is the conversation we need to have. So get with the person who introduced you and just say, hey, I think I'm a number 2 or I'm a number 1. Number 2 says, you know what? I like the $79 a month. Membership only. You won't get paid these daily checks, but you at least had the experts there to help you get your credit scores up, get your debt down, get your interest rates down because of your credit score. You know, $79 a month is the membership only. The experts to help you with your taxes and the whole 9. That's your biggest expense. A number 1 says, Brian, I want the $79 membership included in my business because I know some people that I need to show this to through you guys. See, we do the heavy lifting. You get them on the Zoom with us, get them to our YouTube channel, get them on our webinars, get them we're about to launch our profit parties. When you start doing those things, now you're getting paid the different avenues of income. So listen, guys, I appreciate your time. Our company is giving itself a makeover to help more people make, save, and grow. Come off mute for me if our experts have helped you do anything from debt to taxes to bill shredder to credit restoration. Give me your testimony real quick so our new people will know how it feels.
So thank you so much for all that you do. And I will say that before MWR, I worked with the experts once I got in, and they got me $587 back in my paycheck. That's a $7,000 raise for the year that I probably wouldn't have gotten before. Yeah.
Nice. Now talk to the people about the process. How did you get that $500 and something back in your check? Did you go back and forth for 18 appointments, 22 calls, or did you upload some forms?
Just simply uploaded my 2 pay stubs, the most recent, and my last tax return. And that was simply by clicking the button in the membership, uploading that information, and the experts went to work right away. And probably in about 2 weeks, or it might have been a couple of days, I got an adjusted W-4 form and was able to present that to my HR department at my job. And by the time I got paid the next time, I had that $587 just like that back in my paycheck. Now that was life-changing income for me because I was living paycheck to paycheck. I didn't have much money left over at the end of the month.
Nice. Now, do you take the money and blow it, or do you take the money and make it grow? How'd you make the 500 plus grow? Did you get any debt gone?
Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely. So I did not ball out because I had a lot of debt I was working with. So I've been able to pay off 2 cars, 2 credit cards, some medical bills, and cash flow back into my household about $2,200 per month. So with that, I stepped through to the next pillar. And I mean, when I tell you I'm excited because I've never been able to grow my money in the way that I'm growing it now, more investment income.
Powerful. Any credit increases?
Yes, sir. I sure did have credit increase. So I went ahead and clicked the button for the experts on the next pillar, which is the credit restoration program. And they already have the link right there for you to just upload your 3 credit bureaus. It basically walked me through the steps to get that uploaded. And once I did that, I didn't have to do anything else. The experts worked on it. And in about 2 weeks, I got 66 points back on my credit report. And I will tell you, for my credit score, I'll be transparent. I stayed in the 600s forever. Just debt to income ratio was jacked up.
Right.
But guess what? This time I just got congratulated at Game Changer for being in the 700 club. So now I'm at 723. Look, reducing my interest on some more loans, and guess what? Cash flowed in more money. See, that's what I did. And I took that, Brian, and I opened up that private reserve account, just funded it with money that had been sitting in a 401k for 15 years I've been paying in. And now I am my own bank. I have access to that money and I'm able to fund that with the cash flow that has come back into my household, and it's helping my whole family.
All we gotta do is share testimonies. I keep telling people, all you gotta do is talk to somebody like Angela, share this Zoom, and your family's like, wait a minute, she did what? Congratulations, Angela. That was stay on the. I'm gonna stay on the computer with you right here. Somebody else, give me another one. Give me your before and after.
I'm here, Brian, if you want me to go.
Mr. AJ, give me your before and after. Which one you want to talk about?
Man, I can tell you, I can talk about all of it. From point A to the end, A to Z. First thing I did was got the expert to put $540 a month back into my paycheck, which allowed me to eliminate $26,000 worth of debt in less than a year.
Come on
It
now.
allowed me to refinance my houses, which I had bought 2 houses, one in 17, one in 18. Both of them would be paid off in 9 years.
Come on now.
That saved me over, I think, $50,000 to $60,000 in interest alone just on the houses. Like we said, like Angela said, I'd paid off 3 cars since then. You name it. I got private reserve accounts for me and my children. Like I said, from point A to point B, I've been through all of it.
Man, powerful stuff, man. So how do you feel now about your financial future in 5 years versus what you were thinking before making Wealth Real? It's a totally different mindset, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's completely different. I'm gonna be that old guy in that oil painting above the fireplace for my great grandchildren. Yeah,
Right.
That's me.
Powerful, man. I appreciate y'all. We need is testimonies like that. Give me one more, guys, who got it before, and give me an after.
Bring $200 back into my paycheck. And like you said, sharing that testimony, I shared it with a family member, and they brought back $1,300 into their paycheck every month. Also, with the credit, got it up to the 808, and now I'm able to buy my house by myself for the first time. So
Nice. 808. You know what kind of interest rates you get, Kim? I know you already know.
I do.
It ain't nothing like getting out of them double digit. No, I'm just joking. Those credit cards. But man, a mortgage with like a 2 or 3% interest rate.